6. Well, Fly My Pretties, they are back with a reimagined show, a new cast, and a stack of new songs as well. Of course, it's all put together, and it wouldn't be possible without Mr. Barnaby Weir, who's been there right from the beginning. Good morning to you, Barnaby.
Good morning. How are we?
Yeah, nice to see you. What incarnation is this? This is number 4.
This is number 4.
Yeah.
This is number 4. Fly My Pretties live at Bats was 2003.
Gosh, it's that long ago now.
Yeah. It is a long time ago.
Yeah, where's that time gone?
And at that time, it was 85 people per night.
Yeah.
At about $25
right.
or something like that. At Bats Theatre, which is a great theatre to do it in, but we've kind of grown up since then.
Yeah, and of course, after a great summer last, at the beginning of this year, at the Black Barn and Waipara as well, it makes sense to reinvigorate and I guess recollect. Some old stuff, but also make some new stuff.
That's right. Yeah, we were lucky to get invited to and to have some of those Fly My Pretties summer shows, which was a bit of a experiment, I guess. You know, it's like a small festival, really, a one-day festival that we're trying to do. But and that had some fresh talent in it and a couple of new songs as well. But this is really totally representing the concept, which is of course to present unknown talent you might have heard about, might be familiar with, but don't know their stuff and haven't seen them with a great band before.
Yep.
And also to present all that with a visual artist at the helm as well. And in this case, that is Hayley King, who is Phlox, who is a Auckland artist.
Yep.
And she Phlox, as you might imagine, she loves painting different wildlife, different birds and things like that, which was a great fit. But she's also does other things, not just painting birds. And she's just got a really unique style. So we're using her work. She's creating a whole lot of original work that we're going to match with she will match her work rather with the new songs. You see, so the concept is that she listens to the song, interprets that into a painting, basically, or a painting or a sketch or whatever she wants to, whatever form she wants to put it into, and then that's realised while you listen to the song.
And so, how much time does she need to listen to each song?
She's very busy. Yeah, she's very busy because I imagine that there'll be about 15 kind of new cast. There's probably about 12 to 15 new songs in the first part. Yeah. So she'll be really busy.
So that means these songs have got to come together first.
That's right.
And that's always been the thing with Fly My Pretties, though, that sort of just happened organically, sort of just before the gig, right?
Yeah, generally before rehearsals, we get some demos in, and I'm like, I help the artist. I want the artist to give me 2 tracks that they want to do, and then out of those 2 you choose one, or you do both if they're really great. And that's always been quite organic, as you're saying, and generally closer to the rehearsals. But this is a bit different. This is more we need your demos now, and then we'll start working on it. Choose who you want in your band, and if you like, I can announce the people that we've got so far confirmed.
Let's find out who's going to be part of the new Fly My Pretties.
Let's do it. Okay, so we're starting off with Aaron Tokena, who you know from Ahori Buzz. He's also in Cairo Knife Fight. And he was in the band Weir, the rock band Weir, in the late 90s.
Yep.
And he's a fantastic man, funny guy, lives in Littleton.
Yeah.
And awesome guitar player, electric guitar player, great singer, and he's got a Hori Buzz. He's got a really fantastic personality. He's a funny guy.
And living in Littleton, a tough place to be at the moment.
Right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. I imagine so. And we've also got, this is in alphabetical order, Age Pryor, who you know from the first Fly My Pretties. Probably the most famous song from Fly My Pretties is Singing in My Soul, which Age wrote with a friend Hamish back in the day. Or actually, maybe I think Hamish wrote it and Age just helped him with it, and then it became this kind of very famous song for him and for us. And so Age is a great guitarist and great vocalist, and helped start the Wellington International Ukulele Orchestra, as well as the Woolshed Sessions. Amidia Grinnell is one of the Grinnell family, a huge musical family. You might know Oakley Grinnell, and they're Christchurch based, and she was also part of Harriet and the Matches. And she's a great singer-songwriter, and I think she's got her own solo album which is going to be released around the time that we're doing this. So
I'm seeing a strong Christchurch flavour coming through in this cast,
So good connection there, and really looking forward. She's really exciting, and really looking forward to working with her. Anna Coddington, who you know who lives in Auckland and has been in the last couple of Fly My Pretties and released her own Cat and Bird, her own solo album not so long ago.
Yep.
She's a lot of fun and plays guitar and sings and is writing a new track exclusively for the show, and also has a whole lot of fairly new solo material.
Cool.
Myself, Eva Prowse, who was in the last Fly My Pretties and has a country, edge to her music.
She's got an album out as well, eh?
She does. Yeah, it's called I Can't Keep Secrets.
Yep.
And she plays. She's quite versatile. She plays mandolin, violin, and guitar, and sings. And she's a lot of fun. Now new to the fold is Flip Greater, who's a fantastic singer-songwriter and writer in her own right. She's written 3 books.
Yep.
She released her album last year. What is it? When I'm Awake, I'm at War.
Yep.
And
currently touring Europe.
She's in Europe. Yeah. She frequents France and Europe, and so really looking forward to working with her. Flip Greater. And now the drummer for Nudge is Iriah Whakamoe, and he's one of our main drummers. And the Nudge are part of the Fly My Pretties crew, all 3 of them are, and so they're supporting the tour, the whole tour, which is really cool for people to check them out if you haven't already.
Yeah, it was really good to see them playing in Waipara before Fly My Pretties as well, and it was fantastic.
And they're just about to release their album this weekend.
Yeah.
Which I've heard a bit of and sounds really good. So Iriah is he's a great drummer. And with him is James Coyle on the keys, and he's in Newtown Rocksteady in Wellington and other bands. Plays left hand bass, right hand keyboards. He's a good guy, and looking forward to having another accomplished keyboardist there, alongside Johnny Murphy. Well, actually, I said Johnny, so let's go with Johnny. He's in the Black Seeds, and he was in the band Zavuya back in the day from Dunedin. Plays drums and is an all-round good guy. New to the Fly My Pretties gig is Justin Firefly Clark, who played in Woolshed sessions, and he's played on with Fat Freddy's and various times and on the albums, and is a very accomplished guitarist. And also, I'm hoping, and I'm sure he is, an accomplished singer-songwriter, and hoping to hear some of that.
And why the Firefly?
Firefly.
It sounds like he'd be a DJ.
I don't know the story behind that.
Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly. Maybe perhaps it's his Firefly fast fingers.
Yeah,
I guess they would have called him Lightning, wouldn't they? I'm not sure, but we can discover that for you.
Yeah.
L.A. Mitchell is back, and we know her well, and she's a great arranger and keyboard player, and singer. And she's really busy, so we're lucky to have her again. Otherwise, she'd be touring with Dave Dobbin and or doing her own thing.
Yeah.
So she's fantastic, part of the crew. Mike Fabulous, who plays guitar in the Black Seeds but plays a lot of bass guitar in Fly My Pretties, is back. And he just released, well, not just released, a year ago he released Melodies, Lord Echo, a really good album. Really recommend that album. We have Nigel Patterson, who plays keyboards, and he has his own jazz quartet, and he's in other bands as well. What other bands is he in? He's in the Manta Rays. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, slipped my mind. The Manta Rays. He's into his exotic organ-fueled psychedelia.
Yep.
Psychedelica.
Nice.
Rather.
Can bring a twist to the evening.
He does, yeah. No, Nige is a really cool personality. And last but not least, Ryan Preble, who's in the Nudge, but also has done his own solo stuff. Great kind of bluesy artist, and a really thick voice. And he's playing as part of a Nudge, but also as himself. And
no doubt his bro will be on the knobs.
Yes, Lee Preble is joining us in Wellington and Auckland to record the shows, and no doubt we'll be able to get him out on his pedal, his lap steel on that, but he's not coming down south with us. No.
But you will be playing in Christchurch, though,
yes.
Outdoors in that dome thing that they've built out there in Hagley Park.
Yep, we thanks to Creative New Zealand, basically we were looking to do Fly My Pretties in Christchurch, but as you know the scenario down there is not good for the venues, and so what Creative New Zealand and the Christchurch Council and the Arts Council have come up with is this dome, which is a geodome, and it seats about 600.
Yeah.
And so we've managed to be able to get that and be subsidised so that we could afford to actually do that.
That's cool.
Through Creative New Zealand, which is really good of them. And so yeah, we're performing there on the 30th of October and the 31st. It's a Sunday and a Monday. at Hagley Park, which is a safe area, and yeah, really looking forward to that.
Yeah, and kicking things off in Dunedin on the 29th of October at the Regent Theatre. As we said, Christchurch 30th and 31st of October. Auckland at the Mercury Theatre on the 10th, 11th and 12th of November. And then finishing up in Wellington on the 19th of November. Gosh, there's a election squeezed in there somewhere.
Yeah,
as well, isn't there?
yes, so.
Which there was, I think, for the second incarnation. I went to the gig the night before the election in Wellington.
Night before National cleaned up.
So it got a little bit political on the... No, I think it was...
or was it Labour kicking in?
05.
Oh, 05,
Labour kicked
yeah.
it in. So it got a little bit political on the night, from what I remember, yeah.
Good, yeah, and I mean, there's potential for extra shows in the Auckland and Wellington regions if they sell out, because the Mercury Theatre is quite small, but that's going to be nice for our recording and good for the audience. Kind of you can be up more up close and personal, and so yeah, if we get through those three, if we fill out those 3 dates, there might be an extra one there, and same in Wellington, but that's a bigger venue, St James Theatre. If we sell out that, which would be awesome, but we'd do another one.
Brilliant. Well, all these details, of course, you can find at loop.co.nz or kiwifm.co.nz as well. Anything else you want to mention?
Well, the one. Speaking of Christchurch, and we're really pleased to be able to do some Christchurch shows because they're missing out on a lot of shows because of the venue scenario. Is we are in partnership with Heartstrings, and Heartstrings is a project which has come about from some. Basically, some great guitar makers are putting together, making some guitars. I can see you, but it is radio. Obviously, there's no pictures. From the buildings that have fallen over, basically, and using parts of buildings and beams to make guitars.
Wow.
And so this is Heartstrings, and it's a 7.1 because these guys came up with this on 7.1. After the first earthquake, not knowing obviously that there'd be a second earthquake, and what they're doing is raising money for the arts community of Christchurch to replace some venues and to put back into that side of things.
What a cool project! This is better use of this material rather than chucking it into the little harbour, which is
totally
at the moment. Yeah.
So we've got there are 7 guitars. So there potentially might be 8 guitars, but there's 7 as far as I know. And we've got one of them, the Epicenter, which is made from a whole lot of different parts from the epicenter of the earthquake. And they're going to be auctioned off at the end of the year. And so we're raising awareness for that. And that money will go to the Arts Council, Christchurch Arts Council, to fund projects and venues in Christchurch in the future.
Very, very nice. Well, it's a worthy cause in there as well. Excellent. As we say, all those details, loop.co.nz or kiwifm.co.nz, and we look forward to seeing it all start to come together and all the songs start to fall into place, and of course look forward to the shows as well. Barnaby, Weir, thanks so much for coming in
a lot.
and telling us all about it. I'm going to play a bit of a classic from Fly My Pretties, All the Goodness is the name of this one. It's Kiwi.